Mitch and Dino's Podcasteria.
Mitch and Dino's Podcasteria.
Mitch and Dino's Podcasteria. Come and listen today. Hey.
That was really good. You did it on time.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the Mitch and Dino Podcasteria. This is another episode. And over here, if you guys are watching on the YouTubes, you can see that I'm pointing towards Chooch.
That's me.
He's the special boy. Yep, one of our leading guys here of the show.
It's true. And this is King Scott.
Thank you. The other special boy.
He's so special.
Another leading guy of the show.
He's so special.
Yep. And make sure to go to our merch store.
Our crew, which you cannot see.
Yep.
Behind the camera.
Yep.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Shane.
Susie.
Chad. Kent.
And Bobby.
And there's Robin. She's working over there. She's a new intern.
Oh, yeah. She just came on, huh?
Yeah. Put the Play-Doh down. Mm-hmm. Good job. So, yeah, this is good. Make sure you go to our merch store. We got lots of... do we have
stuff for sale?
Yeah, go to... Our merch store is now called Walmart.com. So we got a lot of merch there. So just go and get all the merch we have. Really help out our store.
I don't really know what to say to that.
Well, I think if we play our cards right, what I'm saying is in a few weeks, just because of how successful this has become, we're going to buy out Walmart. So look out, Walmart. We're coming for you. We're going to take over.
Yeah.
I know a lot about business. I know a lot about money. It's that green stuff that some paper things.
He's good.
Yeah. So anyways, Speaking of money, I've been trying to figure out, you look on TikTok, I get all these hot takes and hot videos of how to make side hustle money.
Do you get a lot of those videos?
Yeah, I do. And mainly because, I need to figure out how to make money. And so I've been watching these, trying to figure it out. Do I make t-shirts? Do I do the same? Do that? But you're the guru with the internets. Mm-hmm. What do you think? What's the emerging thing that needs to be hopped on to choo-choo that can take me to success?
I would say... Give me a second. I'm going to do the long Elon Musk pause. Oh, I think.
I can't believe you got a round of applause for that.
OnlyFans.
Okay. So there's that. I'll create that. I'm thinking about doing the belly button OnlyFans.
Yeah, they have that. Or Feet Finder. You can put your feet up.
Yeah, we've talked about it on the Riz show.
Did you?
Feet Finder. Yeah, we almost did that. Well, with OnlyFans. We're going to take pictures of our feet. We have Marlon Wayne's feet. He'll let us take his picture. That's gold. Those Wayne's feet. And if you ever heard the story about his dad had like these super gnarly toes. But Wayne's, pretty nice. You can tell that it started increasing the ability to take care of themselves.
Their feet?
Yeah, his feet are pretty solid. They're nice looking feet. Nothing.
The way they were able to take care of themselves? Am I misunderstanding what you're saying?
Well, the Wayne's brother, think of all they've been in Hollywood for a minute.
Okay.
They got that moolah.
So wait, what do you mean taking care of themselves? So?
They can go to get treatments. They get people to take care of their feet. You can buy nice shoes. Yeah.
I totally missed.
Because he came in a couple of years ago and he had the Patrick Ewings on. Have you ever seen those shoes?
No.
Game.
Are those legit?
Changer, dude. They're definitely legit. They're better than any of that. What's that Nike brand? Have you heard of Nike?
Nike. Yeah.
Much nicer than Nike Air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or however you say that.
It was a swish.
Yeah, the swish.
I see.
It's totally what it's called.
Hold on, what was it called? What were the shoes?
The Patrick Ewings.
I've heard of those.
Yeah. Well,
I've heard of a lot of things.
You've heard of him, and now you've heard of his shoes.
How do...
something that we're going to do with the show is it's EWING, by the way.
This guy.
You're close. YEUNG. Patrick Young. That's
Look at those
no,
shoes.
that's good, dude. His shoes are awesome. Actually, it's
That's
hilarious.
a man who knows shoes. He is an
No,
MD.
you ready for this? That's my wife's doctor. No lie. Look at that.
not.
Look at that. Look where he's at. St. Louis, Missouri. That's
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Dr. Young. That's Dr. Young. And I was driving down New Ballas the other day, and he was walking from, I'm guessing, like Five Guys. I don't know what restaurant, but he's walking from somewhere back to his. No, I should have. I didn't want to scare him. He was on the phone, but I saw him. He's in his whole,
You had your gun in your hand while
yeah. Young. No, he was in the doctor outfit thing, walking down the street, and I'm like, hey, there's my wife's doctor there. As I drove past, it was pretty cool. So yeah, Patrick Young has awesome shoe line. Check.
What are the odds? That's pretty funny. That's funny right there.
Yeah. It's EWING. It's a little different spelling.
Oh,
They're basically the same looking guy though.
shoes.
You see, they kind of look the same. Yeah, just go to he has a store, but yeah, everything he has is just sweet. Those are okay.
Are they expensive?
No, they're not like those
Air Jordans.
They're not like those Spalding shoes that, with the pumps and stuff.
Yeah, them small.
These aren't those kind of shoes.
140.
Yeah, so they're
Not bad.
expensive, but considering, here's the problem. When I worked in luxury retail, that's right, I realized, and I predicted it, that Nike, Reebok, Adidas, all these guys were watching, and they saw the chaos happening in luxury retail where Prada would roll out these tennis shoes that weren't that cool looking, but people would go bananas and spend $600-800 for them because those shoes are they're cheap stuff. And then the same for Ferragamo. They had theirs were way cooler at Ferragamo, but they had the same thing. Tennis shoes are competing in that market, and people were dropping a ton of money for it. And then I predicted, I said that these cheaper brands that you could actually afford to get, all the typical ones, Nike and all that, they will copy this and they're going to raise their prices like crazy because they know people are willing to pay for it. And doggone it, now it's like normal for $200 or $250 for Nikes. It's just stupid.
What used to be an affordable brand.
Yeah. That's why I'm sticking with my...
Are those New Balance?
These are like the ultimate dad shoe. They're called Merrill.
Where'd you get those puppies?
On the internet.
Them doggies. You got them on the internet?
Yep.
What? Where? Amazon?
No. Well, I don't want to say because I like finding... Let's just pretend you're looking for a size 8.
Okay.
But to say this with my shoe size, so that way they don't look for my shoe size. But no, Nordstrom Rack. I go to Nordstrom Rack, Macy's, REI, and you look at the sale stuff.
Mm-hmm. Isn't all of Nordstrom Rack on sale? Oh, you're talking about clear? Like,
no, they'll have so these were almost like $175 or something normally, and I got them for about $40. So brand new, only had a slight smell, a little bit of stain. Yeah, some gum on there I had to take off, and
yeah, you can use bleach.
An old rubber, but otherwise pretty good. An old used rubber was in there. Yeah. But good stuff regardless.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. I tell you. Yep. So yeah, anyways, so Patrick Young, the same guy.
I'm flabbergasted that's your wife's.
That's so
doctor.
weird. Why would he be the only?
I don't know.
I saw that face and
you knew.
Not mistakable. It's like, dadgummit.
I know that face.
He's a very nice man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's very nice. He did a good job. But yeah, so anyways, so the side hustle, trying to figure that out. I want to find the next thing. I want to find that next .com.
And what have you been seeing? So you've been on the Dickies. And what have you been seeing that's been trending for?
Well, it's your typical drop ship this
Yeah, I know.
thing, you know, all those. And
they make
if you go to AI here, then you go to AI here, and you go to AI here, then you do it.
Yeah. And like they make it sound so easy.
Yeah.
So easy. All you gotta do is just I got this thing here, and you download it, then you make a website from scratch, very easy to do, and then you infiltrate it with Alibaba, and then from there you sell and make millions.
A boomer is like a little squirrel.
That's what you sounded like. A boomer. No, I agree though. It's a lot of work, which is kind of the encouraging part, because as all the tools we have out there, all these resources, it's still tough to make it look good. Tough to get people to come to that place.
Oh yeah.
So the advantage is not many people are going to do this still, even with all the information.
Yeah, or they're gonna do it and then they'll give up after
Yeah.
a couple weeks or a month.
So that's a nice thing. And then I saw a cool deal where you start small companies, window cleaning, remove graffiti, you do all that stuff, and then you build it up and then you sell it, and within 5 years you could be a millionaire. That easy, those things.
Dude, that's how it goes though.
Of course.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's it.
My wife's dad, he was a window cleaner, had his own business, and trust me, millions.
Was he really a window cleaner?
Yeah, he was a window. Yeah.
I tried that for a little bit. Went out in the desert.
Yeah. You also used to scrub barnacles.
Yeah. I cleaned his boats
Yep.
in the harbor in Dana
What was your
Point.
favorite job in that era? Was it the window cleaning? Was it the cleaning of the boats?
I love cleaning. It was the boats.
You got to rub elbows with neat
It was
people.
the boats. I got to, it was so I did it in Dana Point. And
Oh,
I did
thank
it
you.
in Newport Beach, all under the radar. I didn't get any kind of licensing or anything. It was all just, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like early 20s. And, what was I trying to say?
So you had that business. You were rubbing
mind is
elbows. You
everywhere
went to
right now.
Dana Point. You were
No, but that was my
boats.
favorite. That was
But you
my
built that up from scratch.
Yeah. Well, I had my father-in-law, Mikhail's dad, he introduced me to a few people first to kind of get it going. Like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 people. I cleaned like friends' boats. Mm-hmm. And then from there, though, it started to word of mouth started going around because I wasn't charging I was charging like $25 per boat. Didn't matter the size at first.
Yeah.
Which was a steal.
Crazy still.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work.
And so that was kind of my gimmick. And I did that for a while and then it grew. I still never made like a whole bunch of money. I think the most I made was like a couple $1,000s a month doing it. But I was working a lot. Yeah. And I didn't have insurance. Like I was literally, I didn't know what I was doing. Like I didn't have anything. And I was working on these like $500,000, $1 million boats and yachts.
How fun would that have been to screw up just one?
Oh, that's what I'm saying, dude. I know.
There's
It was so stupid.
Is kerosene the same thing as window
I know. I was using,
I think so.
Well, that's the thing too, is you're not even supposed to use like you're not supposed to use like Windex. Like my first boat I was doing, I was using Windex on his isinglass. And you're like isinglass, you do that, it'll turn it yellow. And isinglass is like thousands of dollars to replace to get new isinglass. Everything on a boat's expensive.
Ooh.
And so
Yeah. What does boat stand for?
Bust out another 1,000.
Yeah, that's right. You heard it here.
And so it was, I mean, that was my first thing I did. And the owner, luckily he was a family friend, rolled up on his dinghy. And which is like the little, it's
I know it's little.
boat.
Yeah. Oh,
Dinghy.
okay.
So that's sidebar blame right yonder.
Not ding. Going.
All right. Sorry.
It is an inflatable mode of transportation on the water.
Okay. That's cool. It's nice to know what a dinghy is.
It's called a dinghy.
All right.
And he came rolling up. He's like, "What are you using?" And I was like, "What?" I had like a freaking bottle of Windex. He's like, "Get that shit off my isinglass." It's like, sorry. So I had to do some research. I was like, "Oh, you can't do that."
Oh man.
So just different things though that without insurance, it was really stupid to be doing, But
So isinglass.
fun,
I need
though.
to look that up. I've heard of
It's like a plastic.
glass and eyes, but I've never heard of.
You've heard of glass and ice. It's similar,
Okay.
but very different.
Yeah, one's painful, the other one just turns yellow.
Right.
Much like my teeth
Hey, are you going to get your teeth whitened?
with Windex.
I know a guy.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, give me a holler. No, I don't know. Are you using fluoride anymore? With all the stuff that's going down with it? They've proven it's gnarly and
They still give it to my children at the dentist.
what do you think? Are you going to start taking that out?
Why is it bad? Really though, what is it?
It screws with your brain. There's a lot of stuff it messes with.
How legitimate are these claims?
Very legitimate.
From whom? From what resources?
Well, if
from
you
what
type,
sources?
if you look at there on the internet, you'll see right now that cities are getting in trouble because they've been pumping fluoride for years into the city that makes your teeth hard, which is actually quite bad for them. And then also gets into the brain and affects your motor capabilities. There's a lot of side effects. It destroys your gut biome. It destroys the biome in your mouth, the healthy gums that you need to replenish. It's a very dangerous chemical. In fact, so dangerous that they're trying to figure out how to get rid of it at one point. So they decided to start putting it in your water system. It's an interesting follow, but it's right now in the news because it's in the news big time right now. A lot of cities are starting to get called out.
Is it coming back around? Is that what? Because I remember I heard of it back a while ago. Like probably 5, 6.
It's back
10 years ago.
Yeah, because right now I forgot who. There's some big study, but this is now hitting even the CNN and all these other news sources are starting to talk about it. So it's getting legitimate legs and great researchers have done their due diligence to figure out if it's legit, and it turns out fluoride may not be good for you.
Have you heard of the latest scandal?
What's that?
I saw it. I don't know how legitimate it is, so don't quote me. But Vladimir Zelensky.
Ah, yes, the great magician. I kind of hope he's a magician. Anyways, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Actor, magician, and president of Ukraine. Let's do it, buddy. Hi. Yeah.
That's how they introduce him.
He runs out on the stage. He goes, yeah.
Fireworks going off behind him.
Woo.
AK-47 is just blasting.
Thank you, America, for all them billions of dollars.
Well, so word on the street is,
Yeah.
and again, don't know if it's true. I haven't done much research. But word on the street is that he bought like a $5 million home in Egypt on some area that's known for billionaires to buy homes to get away, and it's in Egypt, right on the Red Sea. And supposedly, word on the street is that he bought a mansion there for $5 million, and it's most likely using the funds from the U.S.
No,
and NATO.
not at all. He was in a TV show.
I'm just a messenger, bro. I'm just a messenger quoting stuff that I see.
Next, you're going to claim
that may or may not be true.
Next, you're going to say
Throwing it out
American
there.
politicians made illegal gains while they're in office, and they start off with only
You
100,000, and then they make millions of dollars. You're going to claim that, and I
You're
can't
obsessed
handle
with that.
No, I'm not.
You talked about it last
done.
time.
You know, I hope for sure he went to that millionaire.
Dementia setting in.
I hope he went to that millionaire row where there's that all the homes look like the pyramids
In
Egypt. There, maybe he bought one of the pyramids.
is that really a thing?
Well, Giza. This is probably up for sale every once in a while. Hits the market. I'm gonna look at Zillow, see if Giza's up there.
See what the Zestimate is for rent.
Yes.
Or the rental what do they call that?
The Zestimate or something like
Yeah,
that.
but it's like rental Zestimate.
Yeah. And I'm sure that one's expensive because there's a Taco Bell across the street. I mean, a KFC, not Taco Bell. KFC is across the street from the Giza. So I'm sure that's
You've
high.
traveled a lot. Have you been?
No, but I will definitely go. Egypt is awesome.
Have you been to Egypt?
No, I want to go so bad. I want to go there. I want to go, all over that area. I want to go to Iraq, to Iran, to the whole thing. I want to see it all. Give it. Me. And I want to see
Fallujah?
Egypt, Fallujah. I want to see Somaliland. Do you know about that? Do you guys know about Somaliland?
Captain Phillips?
Not Somalia, Somaliland.
It's different?
Yes.
I've never heard of it.
It's the one country. Well, there's a few countries that aren't on a map, but it's a country that's not on the map. And it's a legit country.
But it's just not, but it's not on the map?
It's considered the Republic of Somalia. But it's not part of Somalia. They're separate governments. But whenever some agreement was brought up, they made them do this thing and they broke up. They built like these borders and tribal lands where it was weird how they did it. They separated tribes. They ruined like all this amazing, cities and governments and stuff that were already over there and trying to be all PC and cool and happy. And then they brought a lot of poverty and weird stuff in there, which is, people helping others. But anyways, no. So Somaliland is actually really safe. It's really cool. And I saw this cool documentary where if you want to do your money exchange there, they have stacks of just cash out on the street and these booths, and the guy like deals with the money, and it's so safe. People do this where they go to the mosque and they'll leave their money sitting there on the street to show how safe it is. They go to the mosque, they come back, it's there. It's pretty wild. What? Yeah. It's a very safe world and no one really talks, which I don't blame them for not promoting how cool their little world is over there. But I don't know how cool it is for ladies. So, because it's a very traditional. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
So what do you think?
Oh yeah, there it is. I like
but it's up there. It's right by Egypt and all that.
Love that flag.
Isn't it beautiful?
Beautiful flag.
Clever.
Looks kind of like Mexico's.
Yeah. Or Italy's. Or like every country. Have you ever noticed that too? That's one thing I get annoyed with the flags. The American flag, like all these flags.
They all look very similar. All,
same colors. There's nothing too different.
Well, the flag of Mexico is vertical though.
That's true. It is, yeah.
Somaliland is horizontal.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So that's different.
Very different.
Let's see Italy though. Italian.
It's got orange, right? No, that's Ireland's.
Flag.
I don't know.
Yeah, Italian flag is Italian flag is more like Mexico than Somaliland. Okay.
Which makes sense.
I wonder why they do all like have similar, because same with like Australia.
Well, I'm sure
Australia and America, Great Britain and America, and again the United States. Let's see, because Australian flag. I guess no, it's not really.
Is it time to upgrade? Should we do a new flag?
It's not that similar.
Well, it's kind of like our old ones.
Do you think we ever will do?
I'm thinking, what would be the cool new one we'd do? We have Tesla, we have Apple, we have the internet, we have
the flag of Apple,
sparkling waters. Now I wonder what you put on the flag.
Put just a bunch of like corporate logos on it.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. Yeah, this would be cool, man. What a cool flag. Walmart, Amazon, Netflix.
It's like 50 different logos on it. It'll make up America.
Hanes.
I mean, hell, man, that's what America's about, bro.
I like this. Kohler toilets. This is real cool stuff going on.
Home Depot.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Dollar General. Casey's.
Pornhub.
Casey. OnlyFans. All those good ones. The foot one, whatever that is. Yeah.
Foot Finder.
Sniff us out. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. We need to update ours.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah. You should put together a prototype and send it to Biden.
How about
the White House? Instead
of those dumb stars and stripes and all that, we just do a nice new color where it's a whole new. We find the flag color's not been used yet. We got to get that first. So whatever color, probably. There's not really a camouflage flag, right? So we do that, and then we put. I think we also get the just one big picture of a veggie burger, and that's it.
The Impossible Burger.
Yeah, and then it's America, goodest country in the world, number ones. That's what we do, dude. We just came up with a good new flag.
Get Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner giving a thumbs up.
That's America. Gold medalist. Approved. Yeah. I like this. Man, this is going to be good.
I think you should come up with it, and we should.
I'll pitch. I'll give
pitch it to the send it to the White House.
President Joe Biden a call. I'm sure his number's the same, and I'll reach out to him, see what happens.
I think you could do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I did. I think I told you I watched that. Episode. That podcast episode that you were telling me about with Obama.
Oh, with Conan?
No.
With Mark Maron.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Mark Maron.
Yes.
And
oh yeah, it was Michelle.
it was a good episode.
Isn't it wild?
It was pretty. It was like fun to like listen to him talk, and
the first active
I
sitting president
Crazy.
to get on a podcast, and Mark Maron had President Obama. Just very cool. And I don't know if he went into detail on that. I can't remember. It's been ages since I heard that, but how they had to, because Mark Maron was on the Rizzuto Show recently and broke down a lot of that stuff that went behind the scenes.
Yeah,
with the Secret Service, and
he was
so cool.
He was talking about that in the beginning of it, talking about like how people were, how he was describing kind of, because you can't watch it, you can only just. He doesn't have video. He only has.
Really, he wouldn't.
Yeah, I think
maybe a bad hair day.
I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe Obama had a bad hair day. Like, you're not putting that on. No way.
No
way.
It's probably that period when he grew it out a little long, trying to be
Had
cool.
a comb over.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
He's like
Obama with a comb over?
Well, he went through the comb over phase, and then he's like, he saw that toupees were hot for a while, so he got a toupee for some reason, and it was like a blonde toupee. It looked really cool.
He dyed his eyebrows blonde.
I don't know, but those episodes are hard to find. You don't really see.
He had blue eye contact. Blue contacts.
Back to the Veggie Burger America. Yeah, number one. America the Veg Burger, dude.
Anywho, it was just a good episode. I really enjoyed listening to it.
How cool is that?
And then it was like really cool. But yeah, he described what you were talking about, like how he was like, it was like describing the scene and what was going on,
chaos,
and just kind of all the stuff that was happening.
You and I both have lived in
He seemed so nervous too. It was funny.
Wouldn't you be?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely. Like but like you could tell, like he's interviewing the president of the United States.
Wild. I mean,
like you could tell at first he was just super. It wasn't like a normal episode that, you have somebody else on that you're, more confident,
Yeah.
it's, whatever. But,
and there's definitely an air that Obama carries, so.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. This is a respectful thing, but yeah, that would, I don't care. I mean, I guess almost any of those kind of folks that are movers and shakers, they have to make big decisions. That would just be a wild, intimidating thing to interview. That's for sure.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Crazy. And try to sound, the big thing is, I guarantee it, his thought was this: don't sound stupid. Because this guy only gets interviewed by the best of the best.
Yeah.
I can't be the one that's the dumb one. He's been interviewed by all these people. I don't want to be the dumb one. I got to be the good one.
I am curious though if there were any talking points really at all, because it didn't seem like. I'm sure he had them laid out, but I'm curious if like there were. What I mean is like where he was given a list of like, you can ask this, like don't talk about this, don't talk about that. Maybe, but I mean, it seemed pretty like a natural conversation.
Yeah. So President, I just I was in the kitchen and it's right by the bathroom, and kind of heard you get that call about a top secret thing, and so I was just kind of interested about
what you got going on.
Yeah. Why? What is that? Can you tell me a little bit more? You don't have to say the code name. Just kind of talk about the UFO thing. You know what I'm saying?
Just bring it up.
Just give it a little bit of light. Bigfoot. Tell us where. Is it in that Alaska Triangle? That's hot news, by the way. The Alaska Triangle. People have gone missing. And speaking of missing,
what happened?
Well, that's a whole different thing. Alaska Triangle is not as weird as this.
Something's weird with this microphone. There we go.
I think it's the guy holding it. Yep. Anyway, so
that was mean.
In Cleveland, Ohio, in the month of September, they've had over something like
this month.
Yeah, 50 kids go missing. This year alone, they've had over 1,000. And if you look
in Ohio, or you say Cleveland?
Cleveland. Okay. And this all kind of came to my mind. This is all crazy thoughts. But, we have the Amber Alert.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great on paper. How come you rarely get an Amber Alert, and then you look at the state of Missouri, where we're broadcasting right now from, and we've had 400 or 500 go missing this year? I've had maybe 2 or 3 Amber Alerts. Why don't we get Amber Alerts for every one of them?
I think it's only because it's only in the area.
Yeah, but
so like
there's got to be. There's not just 1 or 2 in St. Louis that went missing this year.
I mean, that's a good point.
Why? How does that happen? Who do they get to pick and choose, and why does someone? Because the ones that seem like they're always Amber Alert are the ones that are always on the news. 400
to 500 kids this year, though, that have gone
Yes, there's a map. It's crazy. So people are asking questions
for this year.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
And then it connects with the whole cave tunnel system of America too, man. That's where it's at. But no, I don't know. That was a funny thing someone brought up at work. They're like, "Hey, there's the cave. Have you ever looked up the cave tunnel thing?" And I haven't yet. But basically, they're saying there's a network where they can put all the kids underground and run them that way, and you would never see them disappear. But no, the Cleveland one it was just in the press yesterday, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. How do we stop this? And that's a lot for a city, because the whole state of Missouri is only like 400 or only, which we're one of the higher states.
But that, I wonder too, though, is that including maybe
kids that turned 18 or longer children so they're missing?
No, I'm wondering if like are Amber Alerts like any missing child? So like even if they like let's say like run away, so like let's say like a kid's like, I don't know. I feel like the ones that I always get, the Amber Alerts that I always get is like, taken by blah blah blah, and it's last seen or seen in a white minivan, a white caravan.
Always.
With.
Just guessing, it's always a white caravan
or a Ford Taurus.
Yeah, always those are common. Those are common.
Ford Taurus,
white caravan. Sometimes a light blue caravan.
Depends on the area.
Yep, depends for sure. South County more light blue van.
Yeah, I have seen Bugatti one time. Could you imagine seeing that on the Amber Alert?
Oh man!
Last seen in a 2023 black Bugatti.
That would be a wild Amber Alert, and I'm sure it's happened.
They'll never find me.
Just a rare car. Yeah,
blend in.
So I want to know if anyone knows how that works, how the Amber. Because I was talking to my wife about this. It seems like you see how many of those numbers are significant across the country. Every state has hundreds. Iowa is one of the few states that's actually pretty low, but a lot of them are 200, 300, 400, and Missouri's pretty high up there. So what is going on, and why do they get to pick and choose? Is it the ones that only media talk about in the news, or is this? So yeah,
no,
I want the answer.
Well, yeah, I
want the answer.
Could be that. Because you're right. I mean, I probably have had like this year, I've maybe had like 4 come through my phone. And typically from like, I think normally I've seen it from like the St. Louis area. So it reaches out here.
Yeah.
It's not like it's in like this area, so I would think that they go by maybe metropolitan area, right?
Yeah.
That's what that's called. I would think. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but that's a good point though. It's like if there's like 400 missing in Missouri, why would there only be 4 in St. Louis area? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
St. Louis is that, and Kansas City, the 2 biggest in the state, and only 4 of them.
I think of a city
shown or
like
stated.
LA when we lived out there. Never really saw any of those.
Yeah, but I don't think that they did the alerts like that as. I haven't lived in LA in
I don't know.
10 years.
And I was poking fun at Walmart, but it's weird that I don't know if I'm pretty sure they still have this, but you walk out one of the exits and you'll see that big billboard where it has all the missing.
Yeah.
So weird. So sad, dude. Makes you very grateful. To
I
have
couldn't
all the
imagine.
dumb choices you had as a kid,
Oh, right, dude.
not paying attention,
Oh my
not doing
gosh.
this and that, and you get to make it to adulthood and have your own life. Thank you, God.
It's like the lovely the lovely bones.
Winter's Bones or
No, the Lovely Bones. The one where the one where the girl got kidnapped by that pedophile. That was it, pedophile, or was he just a murderer? She got kidnapped on the way to school, on the way home from school, and it was played by what's his name, Devil Wears Prada. You've seen that movie, right? Mm-mm. With Meryl Streep.
I know the actress.
I thought you loved Meryl Streep.
Dude, she's the greatest, man. You have to say that. If she's okay,
You have a poster of her on above your bed.
yeah. Well, it's the only Sports Illustrated she ever did. That's why I have it.
I didn't. I thought that she did a couple.
I think it's this one.
Really? That was quick. Yeah. Could you imagine, dude, if she was on the cover?
Just a couple of those.
It's like her and Martha Stewart.
Yeah. The only one,
Martha Stewart did a photo shoot. I mean, I don't know.
she was on Sports Illustrated.
I saw that photo. I was there when it was taken. Just as real as it looked.
Dang.
In real life.
Whew.
I was kind of the hype
You got
man.
to see those hot plates.
Yeah. I was hyping her up.
Man, that's so cool.
It's like, Martha, show a little bit more leg.
Yeah, the closest I...
She was like, is this enough, Chad? I was like, yep.
Yep. Yeah, the closest I got to working with a Sports Illustrated photo shoot was the male version. I was an oil boy for Richard Simmons. Well, that was cool. Also, that poster's next to Meryl. That one's next to Meryl on my ceiling. I like both of them. They're both very good. Very artistic.
Hey, hey, hey! I like it!
Yeah, dude.
How'd it feel?
It was great. Lumpy. A
Yeah.
lot of lumps.
Yeah.
But
Did he have any skin tags?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's
Oh,
on the
those.
back, it just it made a noise when you up and down.
So they
the
were
back.
pretty firm at least.
Yeah. And
Did you ever try to pull one off?
no, they just
He caught you, didn't he?
occasionally would pop off with my ring. I'd get stuck
caught.
in there, and the little blood.
Did you give them back to him? Richard,
course.
you'd lost these.
Yeah. Got a little.
'Cause, you know,
plastic
I think he's in Big Bear now. Supposedly, he's the
he moved out.
word on the street.
He moved out of Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know. I was reading something about it.
I saw that Pauly Shore wants to play him in a movie.
I did. I think that's where I was an article on that, and I saw that's where I saw it. I think.
Okay, I can see that working.
They look. Whenever I saw side by
Yes.
side, I was like, that. Wow, I didn't realize they look
Well, that's
so
kind
alike.
of been a thing.
I didn't know that.
Whenever I see it, I always made a joke like, "Hey, there's Richard Simmons," and when I see Pauly Shore picture. But
I did not know
I
that.
can see Pauly Shore. This could be the thing that brings him back. Gets his career shooting back up to the goofy films he used to make and have fun. And
Did you ever see In the Army Now?
yes, all those. They're great. They're basically more palatable
bury my
versions of
beak.
Ernest P. World.
Oh
You know,
man,
I love Ernest, but those were kind of the same tier.
Ernest was pretty good though, dude.
Ernest is my inspiration, yes, I've seen Ernest Goes to Camp numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
All good.
I used to watch him growing up. All of those when I was a child.
He's the best, man. Rest in peace, Mr. Vernon.
But do you think so? Is that actually slated to like
I don't know.
go or?
Well, he's smart to talk about it this week
Or is it
with the talks of everything because now writers are back. And if that's fresh on the forefront of their mind,
Yeah.
this could be a shoe-in.
I mean, he should have a movie made about him. Really, I mean, he is iconic in the fitness
That would
world.
be a very fascinating film.
Sweating to the oldies.
But I could also see them casting. Who's the hunk that?
Chris Hemsworth.
No. He is shorter. He was in Bad Neighbors. He was in Baywatch.
Zac Efron.
Yeah, he'd be a fun.
Have you seen? Okay, I am so curious. Did you see that photo of him? Like the few photos of him? Gosh, I feel like we're like doing a whole gossip
This is
section,
hot-
like a
this is
segment
hot
now.
gossip. Hollywood. Hold on.
I want to know if
Just kidding. I'm not going to answer that right now.
who is it?
Oh, it's Humpy Bogart from Hollywood. Should I answer it?
Sure.
Hey, Humpy, how's it going? Great to hear from you. What do you think of our Hollywood hot takes? Are you there, Humpy? I think we have. Nice. Yep, he just hung up. That was a hang up sound.
It's both the same.
Yeah, that was cool. Humpy Bogart from Hollywood.
So what I was curious
What's
about
the pictures? You're talking about Efron.
Yeah, if like the whole I don't know, I stumbled upon it whenever he was playing the wrestler. I forget the movie. And his face is all like plastic. It looks like plastic surgery, but what he said happened is that he jacked up his jaw and had to have surgery and stuff, and that's how it came out. But it looks like plastic surgery.
Well, wasn't that the old thing? Remember, in high school or college, a girl would get surgery done on her nose, and there's always a deviated septum, and yet they'd have a brand new nose when they come back to school. You're like, okay,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's always common.
Look,
all right, let's see it. The side by side. It doesn't look too much. It's just he's clean shaved.
Are you kidding me right now, dude?
Are his lips?
Dude,
does he have?
Dude,
those are big boy lips now.
Dude.
He's got...
Look at his jawline.
Yeah, it's a little aggressive.
Bruh.
Okay, yeah. That is different.
So what he said, though, is that... Come on.
Why would he...
But that
doesn't make any
sense. That's the thing, is that's what I'm saying. I don't know. But what people are speculating is that he had plastic surgery, but then he came back saying that he jacked up his jaw. Like he almost died from an accident that messed up his jaw. And so surgery happened. But the way it came out though is like, dude, you look like a David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. And he looks a little older now.
Right. Like he looks like his jaw is like jacked. Like he's been doing like 15,000 clinches.
Well, all I know is if I ever need to get my jaw fixed, that doctor did a heck of a job because that looks pretty darn good, right?
I mean, no, that's the thing. It's like
looks incredible.
Like they did a good job, right? I mean, but he plays a wrestler. Look at this one. This one is where it got me.
What's the wrestler?
I thought it was for. I thought his face looked like it did for the movie. But
what is this? See, that's amazing. He's like
the Iron Claw. But look at this, like let me see.
They're doing a movie on.
Like, look at it though. Like he looks like totally different. But I thought that like when I first saw him like this, I was like, oh, he's doing it for the movie. But then no, it's just like that's what happened.
Man, and that hairdo is awesome,
dude. I know.
So the Iron Claw.
Yeah, it's called the Iron Claw.
Okay.
And it's but anyway, I don't know how the hell we got on this. Oh, we were talking about
dudes. Now we're back to dude talk with on the Podcasteria.
Yeah, man.
Woo!
Oh, talking about nothing. You're talking about everything.
Dudes and dudes.
You drinking just made me feel like I need to have a drink.
Well, I'm trying to expand I do want to, maybe I should get a new jaw. That sounds cool.
If you could have you ever wanted any kind of plastic surgery that you would do? If it felt like it wasn't, like the money didn't matter and it was like, yeah, I'd like to get that done. Anything you're not happy about that God gave you?
Well, I guess I could redesign things, but the nice thing is when you have the weird stuff, and I have a lot of weird stuff going on here, it makes you, if you're trying to break into Hollywood, which I want to get into, I want to get into film and all that, the weirder your stuff is, and if you can perform, it makes you stand out. So it's kind of an advantage. And if you go in and you get the work done by the same guy that just did 60 different folks and they all look identical now, they come out of the assembly line, they're all the same jawline, same cheekbone, everything. It doesn't really help you, I don't think. Unless everyone in Hollywood does it, then it would. But otherwise, I think you're better off. I'm better off, at least the way I look, with I kind of have that hillbilly jaw where it's not much of one. I look like I could air up your tire pretty easy. Yeah. I got that jaw where you're like, dude, that guy could air up.
Is that why
tire.
you have a beard?
No, that's laziness. Honestly. Oh, and the other reason I have the beard is I have a huge hole in my neck. But no, the reason I really do have hair and I don't shave clean is because I get razor burn real bad. And that's something like, why would I even mess with that? I don't have to. I can be lazy. I work in radio. I don't have to do this.
I sometimes stumble upon this.
What is this?
Would you just give me a moment, please?
Man.
Look at that clean shaven fella. Look how clean shaven.
But even then, if you see, it's got a little.
That's clean. I mean, that's shaven. Like, I keep stubble too. I actually just shaved. Oh, it's only $499.
We can buy that picture.
We can buy it.
Why is that picture even? Why would that be?
I wonder if we get any of that money. Look at those two stud muffins with those two foxy.
Those are foxy
ladies. We were like, you were early 30s in this. I was early 20s, and they were probably.
Oh, they're Hollywood, so they're like 25.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's what we'll say.
No, they were very sweet. That was a fun night. That was at
a really
mall.
fun night.
Remember what was that? A grand opening of
I don't remember
something, but there was a lot of fancy pants.
Who invited us to that?
I don't want to say her name, but it was the lady.
I remember now.
Yeah.
I forgot. You're right.
Yeah,
we didn't even know these chicks.
She's connected.
We didn't even know these chicks.
No, but man, we did good. They took a picture with us and left.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, who are these losers?
We're producers. We're producers in Hollywood, bro. Unrelated. And we're casting. We're going to make a huge movie. It's going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than the biggest kind of movie that you've ever seen. It's going to be...
Just doing that like, typical Hollywood thing, baby.
Ours is about a boat.
Talk it up.
It's about a boat. It's going to be good. Yeah, that was a fun season. And that would be one thing. If I get a plastic surgeon to work on my hair, I'd make it look like that again.
Can you not have your hair like that anymore?
Well, it's so different now. It's
even if you cut
altered. Oh, I don't know. That I didn't know what that required to get to that shape again. I thought it was like a plastic surgeon had to do it.
No. All you got to do is cut your hair. You know who you remind me of? Whenever you look like this. Not like this. You don't look anything like him when you look like this.
I'm going to say Hunter Biden.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Bingo.
Who is
John Foreman.
Oh, from the foot switch.
Yep. From the foot
I'll
switch.
take that. I got a good John Foreman story.
Do you?
Kind of not really good, I guess, but it's a story.
I'll take it. I mean, I'll hear it.
It was one of the first. I used to work for some rock and roll bands, traveling the world, and selling merch for them. So this was one of the very first shows I was doing. It was a radio show. Switchfoot was on the bill. We're behind one of the buses, and somehow we were talking with John Foreman and his brother, I think.
Yeah. I think he plays the bass.
And I forgot the other guy. But anyways, there's a few of us there. And then Foreman got a phone call from his wife. So he kind of went back into the shadow, just a few steps behind us. And I wish I could remember what I said, but we were talking about something and I punchlined it hard, you know. I went total goo mode. And he came out of the shadow a little bit back into the light, you know, where his face just kind of shines again. He's like, hey, what'd you say? And I said it to him, and he goes, babe, blah, blah, blah. And he repeated exactly what he said. Dude, it's hilarious. And like, we're going to be best friends.
Never saw him.
No, I didn't really. But it was cool.
He thought I was funny.
Yeah. He was super nice, too. That whole crew is awesome. God bless.
Man, I used to look up to them like crazy.
I still
do.
They were
but
just here.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw that.
They're awesome. I love that band.
I would love to go see a show from them. I'll never forget. I used to push the lawnmower at my parents' house, put on Dare You to Move. And back whenever that whole album was like, you know, hot,
yeah,
heavy.
That was fun.
I used to love it, dude. Pushing the lawnmower. Dare you to move. Dare you to move. Dare you to
That's all sigh goggling, you know.
Yep. No, that album is stunning, and they keep doing good work. So keep it up. So if I could say one thing from this episode is naming yourself after a cool surfboard move is worth doing.
And yep.
So that's what I think I might do. I think I just might start. I'm gonna change my name to something surfy.
You could call
maybe.
it.
Ooh, I know. I could call myself
Splash and Scott.
I think it's more Sploosh and Scott.
Splooge and Scott.
Splooge and Scott.
Yeah.
Hey,
Scott.
it's
Scott.
a Splooge.
It's Scott the Splooger.
Yeah. Here I am, being dope, selling my photo for $500.
There goes Scott again, just splooging away.
Why is there a photo?
$500. I don't know. You can get a small one for $170.
Oh, that's a deal. Well, good. I'm sure a lot of people bought. You know that a whole bunch of people have bought this, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, probably hanging above their couch in their foyer.
So what's the look you're doing there? Are you trying to, in this picture, you're trying to be real?
I guess I was trying to be cool.
Yeah.
I used to, dude, I think I might still have that shirt. I think Mikkel wears it now.
I remember that shirt.
Uh-huh.
I have one now that looks like that.
Do you?
Yeah. And I
kind of like that one. Just kidding.
Like you kind of look like James Brolin mixed with the guy in that thing you do that was a bass player that broke his arm.
James Brolin? Let me think. I'm thinking of the same person.
Josh Brolin is what I meant, not James. Not his dad. Josh.
But even Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
How?
Just take it. Just trust me.
How though?
You've done better.
See? Nailed it.
Dang,
Boom.
bro.
Eat your words.
I mean, I'll take it, but
that dude's rad.
That dude is ripped.
Okay,
man.
so yes, can I get plastic surgery if I can be him? Yeah. I want to look like a
shredded.
Man. He looks like G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
That is G.I. Joe.
Yeah, he does.
I want to be that guy.
Damn, bro.
Dude.
Man, No Country for Old Men. That movie was so gnarly. Gosh. So good though.
Yep. Llewellyn.
I know. I can't stop. I can't get the gumption up to watch it again. It comes across. I think it's on. I don't know if it's on Netflix. It's on something, one of my streaming services, and I come across it. And I'm like, do I really want to go on that roller coaster ride?
Yes, because
it's a great movie.
You got to go to the scene, at least to the gas station, where he has that conversation with a guy about the quarters.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When he punches does the cow killer on the guy driving the car, pretending to be a police officer. And he drags he just like kind of just drags the can with him. Man. I looked it up afterwards though, and it's kind of disappointing you couldn't do that with it wouldn't really
trigger like that.
Yeah, it wouldn't really. I forget.
Yeah.
Man, I'll have to double check, but I vaguely remember looking it up after first seeing the movie, and I was like, can you really get one of those things and they'll kill people like that?
I thought so. But
I don't think so.
Real quick here that
you could use a hammer with a shotgun shell in it though, or a 22.
Dang. Pop. Get rid of your fingers too. Yeah, Cormac McCarthy, he passed away in I think June or May of this year. The guy that wrote No Country for Old Men. And how come that wasn't in the press everywhere? I'm very mad. Even at the Riz show, we didn't talk about.
Was that his only? No,
he's had a lot
banger though.
No. He's done quite good. He has a good lineup.
Does he?
He's put out a new book this year, the double set.
No Country for Old.
But I'm very sad because I was going to pull the trigger about a year or two ago on an autographed Cormac book, and I probably should have done it because I guarantee it's going to be a little pricier now.
You think? I mean, will you think it's going to hold its value?
Yep, he's basically the greatest author of modern time.
Yeah. You ever seen Sicario?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
that's another heavy one.
But no, The Road.
They're heavy hitter.
The Road.
I never saw it.
He wrote that. He wrote.
I never saw The Road. I heard it's amazing though.
Yeah. Was it Blood Meridian? He wrote. They're called the Border series. All the Pretty Horses, is that it? Might be another one. I can't remember. He has a whole bunch. But they're all part of the same. They're all part of that trilogy. No Country for Men's part of it. It's the Border trilogies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And all his stuff is always just stunning and heavy and
beautiful,
thought-provoking, and then also a little gospel-y. I like it. My theory is Javier Bardem is the devil. Tommy Lee Jones is the God character.
Yeah.
And then Llewellyn is man who, instead of getting rid of sin, where he could have been free of all that and his family would have survived, he kept sin, kept that, wouldn't get rid of it, and then his wife, everyone dies because of his actions. But he could have gotten rid of that.
Well, I wonder if there's an underlying.
So I think so. Because the devil kept going and God kept going.
Yeah.
And then the only ones who didn't were the people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting stuff. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if you haven't seen No Country for Old Men, that's your homework. Also, we need to answer.
Make sure you watch it with the children.
Yeah, it's a sweet,
maybe
cute,
eat some spaghetti while you watch it.
Oh, man.
With some meat sauce.
It's a cute film, especially the Woody Harrelson part, the hotel. Mm-hmm. All that's cute. But, yeah, so that film, and then we also need the answer on, we had a question.
What was the question? I
Can't remember. Me either. But you guys will hopefully remember.
I'm not taking notes.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you take notes?
No, I don't take any notes. I wish I had, because then I could remember the question. But anyways, I think I'm very pleased with this. I feel satisfied.
We're not in an hour yet. We need to keep going. Start bringing some more stuff up.
Well, my pee-pee is ready to make
bubbles?
Yeah, I got to make... Nope, not that one. I meant pee-pee noise.
Peep, peep. That one, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
kidney
awesome.
Stones. You got some boulder kidney stones.
Dude.
Kidney boulders.
Yeah.
You ever had a kidney stone?
No.
Me either.
Don't want it. This sounds very painful.
Yeah.
But you and I are neither soda drinkers, so...
That doesn't matter.
That's the thing.
They're also they're hereditary, too.
Hereditaries?
Hereditary.
Dude, I hate hereditarians. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Supposedly, I don't look forward to it. I think they run in my family, so I'm waiting for that first little nickel to drop out.
No, you won't get it. You eat healthy.
That really doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Not if it's hereditary.
Yeah, screw all that.
I do drink a lot, so that might help.
A lot of waters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The old waters. No, I hear. I think. I don't know where I came up with that theory that alcohol helps cleanse. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I think you're right. I think that is scientific. Alcohol really is the cure-all for everything.
It's true.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, if you...
Makes women prettier, men prettier.
Uh-huh.
For the ladies or for whatever.
Yep. And if you got a little blockage, you just drink a whole bunch and then it'll tell what happens in your draws. But yeah, something will come out.
Eventually. Once you break that seal.
Woo!
No going back.
Be good.
All right, we done?
Yeah, I think so. Well, this has been an incredible episode, honestly.
I think so. You know what? King Scott, yeah. I like doing this with
you. Me too, man. I just want to say thanks to our subscriber. And so, be like our subscriber, join. Follow us on all social media, Podcasteria. Or the Podcasteria.
We got YouTube's with that.
Yep.
We got Facebook with that.
Yep.
We got Instagram with that. And I think we got TikTok with that. I don't think we did Twitter, though. Does anybody really go on Twitter?
I don't know. You got to pay for it soon. And we're not doing that because we have a subscriber.
That's
so we're the Mitch and Dino's Podcasteria. And we look forward to serving you more goodies soon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wahoo. Did we miss anything? I'm trying to think. Did we miss anything else? Oh, and we got to get the... Yeah, we can talk about that later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Now that's service.